Okay, you received the invite to join the meet live on YouTube. Yeah, you are live now, guys. So morning, YouTube. So we are here to talk about mental health. It's not a class. I'm not a teacher. The TNT it's a class. Just a minute because, yeah. Okay. So how can I said before? We're just here to practice the language. We are talking English about mental health. And we are start. Flavio, can you introduce yourself, please?
Sure. My name is Flávio. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm 46 years old, and I'm software developer. I live in ZL, East Zone in São Paulo, and that's it. I like this subject. I think this video many interesting.
Flavio, do you work like a home office? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that pandemic, I never go to the office.
Okay.
Thanks
Yeah.
God for it.
Yeah, I will answer you if you prefer that, but I I can realize you prefer work by home, yeah, in the home office. But during the conversation, I will ask you if you think it's better for your mental health to work at home or not. But let's continue
Okay.
the introduction. Okay. And Katiana, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yes. Hi, guys. My name is Catiana. I'm 39 years old. I almost 40. I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I am an engineer and I work in the oil and gas sector with new projects in the oil and gas sector. I love running. I love swimming. After this pandemic, I improve a lot, many different things for my mental health, because I think it's important focus in developer things for your mental health. And after the pandemic, everyone see the importance of the mental health in our lives.
Perfect, Tatiana. I have the same point of view. It's really important to pay attention about mental health. And so, Krislani, can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah. Good morning, guys. My name is Krislani. I am 23 years old. I live in Calcaia, Ceará. I am a computer science student. And in my free time, I like watch a movie with my friends or parents, paint the book colors, color pencil, read books. I love cooking with my mother. Ah, that's it.
Okay, thank you for sharing, Krislani. By the way, I'm from Fortaleza, Ceará. Do you know?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know your tocayas. I don't know, but I nowadays I live in Salvador, Bahia. Yeah. So my name is Alverlene. It's very common name in Fortaleza. Yeah. But my friends call me Belle. I live in Salvador, Bahia almost 8 years. I have two dogs. I like to have a deep conversation, and I'm air traffic controller. I work like a air traffic controller, and that's it, guys. So we have another one. Flavio, can you introduce yourself, please?
I already introduced me.
Sorry?
I already introduced me before.
Oh, it's your first meeting?
No, I already introduced.
Oh, we have a.
Eu acabei de me apresentar.
I'm sorry. We have two Flavio in the meeting.
Ah, because I transfer to my cell phone because I am
Oh.
making coffee.
Okay. So I'm sorry, it was a miscommunication, no problem.
Okay, sorry.
So
Okay.
let's go. First question. Katiana, can you read and answer the first question, please?
Yes, the first question. How do you define mental health and why is important to prioritize it? I think mental health it's it, how do you define mental? I think mental health is when you stay in peace with you, with your feelings, with your body, body, and I think it's this because mental health is connected with many different things in your body. For example, if you don't stay okay with your feelings or with one situation in your life, it's connected with your body. If probably you feel though your pain in other parts of your body, and it's important. The importance of the mental health is this because if you don't improve the your mental health, probably in years or months, return with the pain in parts of your body or symptoms. I don't remember symptoms because all the body is connected. The brain and your thought is one part of your body.
Yeah, perfect. I have the same point of view. For me, mental health involves a different part in your life, yeah. But I think sometimes it's the best, it's the essential for another things, yeah, to be connected with your, like your body, like your spiritual way. And I think it's the most important. It's the base for the another things in your life. Yeah. And you, Krislani, what do you think about that? How can you define mental health and why it's important to prioritize it?
Sorry, I missed my lunch. My okay. For me, mental health is when you can control your feelings or thought in some situation and live better. It's so important to talk about mental health in Surrey because nowadays things are very fast with a lot of information to understand.
Perfect. It's a good point. But I have another question about that. Do you think it's possible control all the time about your things or about your everything that's happened in your life? Or
No.
no, yeah. We need to realize that, yeah, because for me sometimes it's really important. Sometimes I want to do everything or I want to control everything, but sometimes I'm frustrated about that, yeah. And maybe that um, involve mental health, yeah, behind a mental health. So yeah, Flavio, can you answer that question? What do you think? What is mental health for you?
I already practice some things that show in this video, and mental health is very important to me. For example, yesterday how I said before, I practice wing sports. I like to surf. I like to windsurf, and nowadays I am practicing wing foil. It's a new sport that we need to win. And yesterday I go to the club that I I participate at the club and I go work there because in this club we have nature, we have sound, and I associate this. I go work there because it's different place to 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 work, and after that I saw this video. I I I realized, percebi, I realized, I realized that
Yes.
I am feeling many very better after that I work there.
Okay, because you can see what do you want to do, yeah, what you make you happy in your day, yeah.
And my
I'm sorry, I think the audio was cut. Okay.
sorry,
Yeah,
my
can you
connection
continue?
lost. My friends tell to me, ask to me if I go to the water practice sports, and but I was working, but I realized that I am more relaxed today because I go to the nature. I love and
Yeah, it's really important you realize what do you want to do in your life or what do you make you happy. Yeah, like I said before, it's really important. Sometimes I request by myself, what I want in my life, what make me happy, what my hobbies like. Yeah, sometimes it's important because when you don't choose something that you want, maybe your mental health will be affected. Yeah, just my opinion. I don't know if it's correct. Okay. So the second question, Crislane, can you read and answer that question, please?
Okay, sorry. Second questions are what are some common misconceptions or stigmas surrounding mental health that you if encourage so difficult the word. um okay. I don't remember now, but one day I already heard someone speak that the anxious or depression or frescura or falta de Deus, alguma coisa assim. Say that it's
That's
terrible.
happened.
Okay, yes, it's terrible to say isso.
Perfect. That's happened sometimes. It's incredible. Yeah. So it's I listen that too, and sometimes the miscommunication involve yeah about religion issues. Yeah, sometimes it's common to listen about that. And about you, Katiana, what do you think about that question? What common miscommunication about mental health?
I think sometimes it's a preconceito. How do you say preconceito?
Prejudice, I think.
I think it's prejudice because many I see people don't comfortable for speak about mental health, and everyone have problems in your life. Sometimes it's you lost one person who you love, and it's not okay. You need to put your feelings outside you, but the society puts a, a very wall, murão na frente, and for the society you need to stay okay all the moment, and the real life it's not okay. Everyone have problems all the time, no. and speak about mental health. It's so necessary because, for example, during the pandemic, I see different kinds of person put your mental health outside, because if you don't put, probably uh, 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 probably people assim, não estava lidando bem com a situação. Eu acho que depois da pandemia, muita pessoa começou a falar a respeito. Mas antes, it's a big taboo. I don't remember taboo in English, but nunca se falou tanto de problemas mentais como agora.
Yeah, I totally agree with you when you talk about the words before the pandemic and after pandemic, because I just restart to recognize problems in my mental health, like a depression or anxiety. Yeah, after the pandemic, it's really common. But in my opinion, the main miscommunication, it's involved. Mental health. It's just for crazy people, or it's just for people need to have a medicine. But sometimes that's involve a lifestyle. Yeah, involve to do exercise, to practice gratitude, like we can see in the video. Yeah, sometimes your lifestyle can improve the mental health. Yeah, it's not just about medicines or to be a crazy person. It's hard to listen that. Yeah, guys. So taboo, it's taboo. Yeah, in English it's the same thing. Maybe mental health it's a taboo. Yeah, but I believe that's change and become change because it's important, because all the persons start to realize your mental health. It's the main step in your life. Yeah, it's the first thing that we need to pay attention. And what do you think, Flavio? What do you think the miscommunication? Do you agree with us?
I think that the common misconceptions that we are for example, go to the movies, and I think that I don't know if it's some people's relation mental health com buy clothes, buy things, but how I I always say to my wife that how it's different when we go to somewhere, for example, to the shopping or go to the restaurant, and how this don't relax us. And I love the nature, and when I go to the nature, is different. Uh, think that this type of contact with nature can relax us, and I think it's is the most common error that people uh, do in your life. Think that I go to the shopping, I go to the restaurant, and that's it.
Perfect. I really love that point, because sometimes the society building a new environment to take care about us, like shops, or but sometimes we just need the simple things. Yeah, like to walk in the nature or go to the beach, something like that, to be next to the nature. Yeah, return for yourself for the nature. I think it's really important. It's a good one. And because of that, I will answer the third question for you. Maybe you answer that, and maybe you answer about to be in the nature. But can you read and answer that question, please? Flavio, can you read
No,
and answer?
no, sorry.
Okay, no
I
problem.
problems to turn on my microphone. Yeah. What are some everyday practices to habits to engage or maintain your mental well-being? Well-being. I totally agree with the video. I think it's sports and go to the gym, go to the nature, and but and uh, currently I have some problems with my sleep because I am in a new job, and this job is we have many meetings, many many interactions, and we are discussing about how is the better solution to the software, and we are in the meetings with the manager, directors, and this is to me is a little stressful.
Oh my gosh,
and
I can. I
and
I I feel you.
and in the night when I sleeping, I wake up and think with my work. And today this happened with me, and I think with me, I don't I don't I don't want to think in my work when I sleeping,
Oh,
but I sometimes I can't control my mind, and my mind go think the work alone for
yeah.
yourself.
Do you remember in the start of the meeting, I request you because sometimes it's hard when you work like at home because it's hard to split, yeah, separate your life, personal life, your professional life. And maybe it's hard. Yeah. So for me, for example, I don't work by home. I work in the another place. But sometimes when I return for my home, my mind, it's just think about my work. Oh my gosh, I make a mistake. Was hard.
No, no,
I'm stressful.
uh,
But
but
another environment, it's important. What do you think about that?
no, I think it's not happening to me because before that this job I work for home, but I working more alone, and because I am not making some decisions because now I am leader, and I make many decisions with manager, and I am thinking what I will talk in the next day, and I think it's more stressful.
Okay.
And when I am develop my software alone, I don't worry about this. I only programming alone. It's many stressful for me when I uh, talk about manager, director. I think it's when say something wrong,
Yeah.
they can kill you for you for it.
Yeah. It's we are afraid about mistakes. Yeah, some mistakes or yeah, but I believe you will lose that in the TNT because all the time I was like you. I really anxious to start something or to talk with my boss, for example. But nowadays, yeah, I just think and I'm trying to be okay because it's another human, yeah. But I totally understand you. I feel you totally, okay.
Okay,
But
great. Thanks. Thanks
okay.
our compassion.
Okay. So the question number three, Chris Lani, what do you to do every day and that improve your mental health or what do you like to do?
Okay, it's difficult for me to keep my mental well-being every day because in my routine I feel overwhelmed with my things to do. many things to do. But I like to listen to music and practice exercise when I can.
Yeah.
Now I am college vacation. Then I am with new hobbies, read more, paint. Yeah, that's it.
So I'm glad because you recognize that what do you think can you help in your day? Because sometimes I'm really loose person, like, oh my gosh, what do I like to do? But I think I will answer that question. I really love to ride on the bike. Yeah, I get my bike and I go to ride, and that thing helped me a lot because it's an exercise, but at the same time, my mind is free and I can organize my ideas. Yeah. So I think that's my my best thing for improve my mental health. But I need to do that more time or every single day. Yeah. So Katiana, and about you? Do you like to run? Do you like to make exercise? What do you want to do for your mental health?
For my mental health, the first thing I do when I wake up is pray. Every day I pray for the blessings in my life, blessings and bênçãos, né? In my life. Every day I read a versicle, and I listen one how do you say in Spotify, one I don't remember.
It's a podcast.
Yes, a podcast. It's a coffee with Bible, café com Bíblia. It's
Oh,
3 minutes.
okay.
It's so
Perfect.
interesting. I see this, I pray, and I do meditation. And I'm running or walking every day, every day. Usually I running 3 times on uh, or a week, and I walking in the others or swimming, but now it's cold and eu estou preguiçosa para nadar. And but it's this. The first thing I do in my day is pray and exercise my body, because I after when I exercise my body, I think my humor change and I work very well. And when I compare with the day when I don't do exercise, my husband said, you need running or do exercise, because if you don't do exercise, you are
Stressful person.
a stressed person. Every day my husband said this. No, go to walking or go to the or running, because you are other woman when you return.
Yeah, I totally agree with you because it's true. Normally, when I have routine, exercise routine, my day is more it's more free. It's more my mind. It's okay, but when I don't make a workout or exercise, it's hard. I don't know why, but there are connection between body and mental health. Yeah. So, and talk about stressful. I want to request you. I have a question for you, Katiana, about the stressful because Flavio said he has stressful times during the meetings or hang out with your in your company. And do you have that? Normally, are you a stressful person in your work or not?
I work in this year with 15, 16 projects all the same time, and I connect with a lot of people all the same time, and it's usually I receive a lot of new message on the Teams and have 2 meetings all the same time. It's crazy because your brains don't follow a lot of information at the same time. Yes, my job, it's very stressful. I need to be a good negotiation. Eu preciso ser uma boa negociadora o tempo inteiro para não perder prazo. And all the persons put your projects in the first table. No primeiro momento, as pessoas querem o projeto deles como assim, with priority. And I need it's in this. It's not all the year. It's not this routine, but between April and September, my life is crazy, and because it's the window for approved projects in the company where I work, and it's crazy. Last Friday, I work for 12 hours in a day. It's so crazy. It's not common because, for example, in December, the routine it's so easy. But between April and September, the routine it's very stressful. And sometimes if I don't have a routine with exercise, probably we adoecer. And for me, it's a window, uma janela de escape, o exercício físico.
Okay, yeah, totally agree with you.
And yes, I am a stressed person.
But normally that's happened with me, like you, when I don't have I have a lot of deadlines, a lot of tasks and deadlines, prazos, and I'm really anxious to resolve the problem or to get to finish. When I have deadline, it's hard. I don't like work like a pressure because I'm really anxious person, and sometimes I have some stress. By the way, my work it's very stressful. I think it's they are in the top 5 the stressful work because involve life, and it's hard. But I'm trying to control my mental health and my lifestyle to be a good person. And Chris,
And that's it. I was say to you, if you make some mistake in your job, you can kill some. The airplanes can crash.
That's it, Flavio. It's hard. It's really hard because, but that's it. It's true, and it's hard too because the other persons don't recognize that every single day, 24 hours per day, we are work, to be safe, the aviation safe. But when you to do some mistake, it's hard because we are the Jornal Nacional. The controller are not good, and there are a lot of persons judge your work, and because of that, it's really stressful. But in my case, I'm really stressful because I'm responsible about another lives, and it's not just one life. Sometimes it's 200 lives. It's hard. It's really hard.
It's hard.
But I'm trying, like I said before, I'm trying to be a good person or improve my perform, like with a good lifestyle, or pay attention about my mental health. And because of that, I started studying English because I need to talk in English with the pilots, And I need to improve that. I need to do good in that thing. I need to be confident because my work is really important, And I'm trying to put that in my mind, and So, but nowadays I can control that. But it's important all the time to talk about mental health because it's a, I don't know to say that in English. It's a thin line. I don't know to say that, but So And Crislane, what do you think about that? No, we are talking about stressful, yeah, to be stressed
Okay.
about your study or your day.
For me, I don't work, but
But
oh
you
my,
study a lot, yeah.
yes. Oh my God, when I have study computer science, it's very stressful. Study calculus, oh my God, math. It's very stressful for me.
There are a lot of pressure, yeah, like different tests, exams, deadlines
Yes.
to, yeah, it's hard.
I think that's the most thing that stress me when I am in the college, because I think that I am always thinking if I do the correct college, and if I got the job before that finish the college, I think it's most customer worry. I think it's many friends that I talk say to me if I because some person don't use your college after that to work, after that finish your college.
Yeah.
And I think when Chris Lane said that she's doing a college, I remember just it's difficult to deal.
Yeah, it's hard because sometimes we have a lot of tasks and we need to study a lot of things, but what the purpose, yeah, in the background? In Brazil, normally the education system, it's like, oh, we need to study that, but I will use that in the future, and it's hard, yeah. When you have a lot of tasks and you don't can see the purpose in the background. So guys, we just have 10 minutes, but I have one question. It's a interesting question for me. It's about the question number 8. Can you read the question number 8, Krislani, and answer, please?
Okay. How do you think technology and social media influence mental health, both positively and negatively? Oh my God.
But do you believe it's the technology or social media can avoid or sorry can affect your mental health or not?
Yes, I think so. Um, Positively is you can watch many things or study. You have you know people's, but negatively nowadays with the technology or social media, um, I think it increased the mental problems because every day we consume many information. When you watch short videos, you are thinking about a lot of things. Today is so
Yeah,
difficult to filter what you see.
perfect. Yeah. I have the same point of view and can be good for example, for me, it can be good, but sometimes I need to be a balanced person because normally I can see all the time the reels and short videos and I lose a lot of time in my
Yes,
mind and oh,
me
I
too.
have another tasks in my day, but it's not important, but I don't know why I'm here all the time rolling the screen and but for me affected normally negative in the negative way because sometimes I compare my life with another person, but I know it's not a real life, but in my mind the life the influencer's life it's the best, it's perfect, and it's hard because normally I compare and it's not so good for my health, mental health. It's destroy me sometimes, but I know it's about my conception. I need to change that, yeah. And what do you think, Katiana? What the positive thing about social media and what the negative thing about
I,
that. Or maybe that's just involve the person like me, because yeah, I need to control that. What do you think?
I think it's a knife with both two sides, uma faca de dois gumes. Because for me, for example, I put my cell phone on mute for 2 years, I think, completing these years, because this pop-up in cell phone with Instagram, Facebook, many different things all the same time make me more anxious. Fico muito ansiosa. And I put my my cell phone on mute.
Like
And for
notifications, turn off notifications.
yes, I turn off my notifications, and if it's urgent things, I think the persons me ligam, tell me, não, tell me não, vou me ligar no
Call me?
telefone.
Call you.
Call me on the cell phone. If the school of my daughter study, probably call me. For the other things, or if it is my mother, call me. And for the other things, I think it's not urgent. And I think it's not healthy stay connected all the same time. And for me, I'm very anxious with many pop-ups and notifications all the same time, because in my job, I have this kind of things. And in my personal life, I choose don't use these notifications, because for me, make me more anxious. But for the other side, for example, it's possible speak with the other persons in the other part of the world. For example, my daughter speak with the grandmother in Portugal. It's okay, but I think it depends how we choose use this kind of technology, because or if you are it's a prison or a freedom, depends how do you choose use this kind of technology.
Perfect. That's it. Thank you for sharing with us. And I have the same point of view again, but because it depends of the person or the bounds. Yeah, building bounds, limits. Yeah, I think it's important. And what do you think about that, Flavio? What about technology and mental health? What do you say about that, or about social media?
I 100% agree with you said and with Katiana said. I turn off my notifications because it's very boring when I am doing something and my cell phone is pop up. It is give me crazy and I think when we are younger, it's more difficult to deal with social media because we see the persons only putting happy things in social media, and I understand because we don't like to show our negative emotions, and it's totally understandable with this. But when we are younger, I think it's more difficult to handle with this because we see other people's happy and we think that oh, I am not very happy with the others. But when we are become more mature, we understand that it's only a moment, and this happened with all the persons, and until the more rich person have some problems with your family, with your work, and it's normal.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, Flavio. And I need to agree with you about to be a mature person, because sometimes it's hard to building boundaries about that, or realize that another life, it's not perfect. And the social media, it's just a virtual life. Yeah. So it's not perfect. And I need to split that in my mind. I need to understand that. Yeah, that's it. So guys, the time is over. I put here the link for survey. Please answer, give me feedback. And I really love the conversation. I need to confess in the beginning, I'm really, it's not tired, but oh my gosh, I'm not so good to start the conversation. I'm a little afraid, but when we start to talk, it's everything changed. And it's really good to be here with Katiana and Flavio. And Krislani need to go early, but that's it. I will be here the next Friday, okay? And that's it. Okay, thank you guys.
Okay, have a nice
Bye
weekend.
bye. Have a nice
Bye-bye.
weekend. Bye bye.
And maintain your health,
Bye-bye.
Yeah, I will take.
mental health.
Yeah, I.
Bye.